Okay, 5th grade, this chapter we're working on decimals. We just finished multiplying decimals, so now we're going to get into dividing decimals. Our target today is I can divide a number with a decimal in it by a whole number. So we have our number with a decimal in it, and we're dividing it by a whole number. Now the steps to dividing numbers with decimals is very similar to doing a regular long division problem. First, we're going to set up our problem with the bar on the outside. And then we have 22.8, that's going to go on the inside, 22.8 divided by 4 on the outside. And the most important thing to remember when you're dividing decimals is to remember where that decimal point is. And I'm going to put a decimal point on the outside too, because that's going to come in handy later on. Now we're going to go through the steps of long division. We have 4. Does it go into 2? No. Does it go into 22? Yes, it goes into 22 5 times. And that 5 is going to go right in the 1 spot. So we're going to put a 5 in our 1 spot. And then 5 times 4 is 20, 20.0. And then we're going to do our subtraction. 8 minus 0 is 8. 2 minus 0 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. And then we're going to repeat the steps, just like regular long division. Does 4 go into 0? No. Does it go into 2? No. Does it go into 28? It does go into 28, but this isn't 28, it's 2.8. So our line ends in the 10th place. So how many times does 4 go into 28? Well, we know that 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Except for we're in the 10th spot, so we're going to put our 7 in the 10th spot. And then we're going to do the multiplication. 4 times 7 is 28, but we have 1 decimal point, so 2.8. Then I'm going to move this down a little bit. And then we do our subtraction. We get 8 minus 8 is 0, and 2 minus 2 is 0. And then our answer, to figure out our answer, we're going to add up over here. We have 5.7. 5.7. Now I'm going to zoom out and we're going to try to go through the steps here. So our first step was set up, and then we wanted to write the decimal point, write decimal, so we don't forget about it. And then the third step was long division. I'm going to abbreviate LD for long division. And then fourth step is add up the numbers on the outside, and then you should get your answer. The most important thing to remember with this is to make sure you write that decimal point down in a straight line down the side, and the same thing out here. And that's how you divide a number with a decimal by a whole number.